Mikel Arteta has done something that very few managers in modern football ever achieve.
It's November, it's crazy to suggest that you sort of should win the league from here, but they should. And if you weren't an Arsenal player or fan or coach, you would be saying quite confidently that we are going to win it.
He's rebuilt a broken giant from the ground up. When he took over Arsenal in December 2019, the club was lost.
Gabriel Jesus gets to the line, brings that across, and it's...
The aura was gone, the structure was fractured, and the culture had decayed into mediocrity. Fast forward almost 6 years, and the same Arsenal now stands as arguably the most complete and balanced team on the planet.
Maximum points, and looking at Arsenal right now, they look by far the best team in this country right now. It's very early days, of course it is, but they need to capitalise on the situation they find themselves in with other clubs right now, because they could achieve a sizable lead in these.
What Arteta has achieved is not just a turnaround, it's a football revolution, engineered with surgical precision and an unrelenting obsession with excellence. To put it in perspective, when he arrived, Arsenal were 10th in the league, a side drifting aimlessly with no identity and no direction. His first 2 seasons ended in 8th place finishes, but hidden within that struggle was a plan, the cleansing of a toxic culture and the birth of a new footballing identity.
What do you see?
A duck.
Danny, what do you see?
Predominantly I see the rabbit.
This is the most difficult thing in a football club, and in the process that we are in right now, even harder. My only aim is that everybody see the duck or the rabbit, because if you see a dog and I see the rabbit, we are in a different path, we are in a different direction. But that thing, we are starting to get in line where we all see the duck.
He tore the squad apart, exiled the complacent, and built a foundation rooted in discipline, mentality and tactical clarity. Those early FA Cup and Carabao Cup triumphs weren't flukes, they were statements of intent.
Now Aubameyang, it's still Aubameyang, it's absolute.
By 2021 to 2022, Arsenal missed out on Europe for the last time. Since then, they finished second in 3 consecutive Premier League seasons, pushing Guardiola's Manchester City to the brink each time.
Run of Tomiyasu and on to Havertz. Ake was at his heels. Martinelli, there's a deflection in.
But what's most remarkable is how they've done it with innovation, intelligence and evolution in every department. Off the pitch, Arteta restructured the club from top to bottom, modernising recruitment, redefining leadership roles and building a clear pathway from the academy to the first team.
Believe in yourself. I do. You are really good. The last thing I want to do, me as a coach, is blame any of you in difficult moments. My responsibility, I take the shit.
On the pitch, his tactical innovations have turned Arsenal into a machine of balance, the best defensive team in Europe for 3 straight years.
Zaha once more, that's a very...
Now paired with one of the most lethal attacks in world football.
Rice's delivery, it's a deeper one, and it's in! And it's Gyökeres who's turned it in from close range.
Under Arteta, Arsenal have scored 98 goals from set pieces, a statistic that encapsulates their identity. Detailed, disciplined and devastating. Their transitions are clean, their pressing coordinated, and their patterns of play mirror the exacting standards of a manager who sees football as architecture every angle, every pass, every phase designed with intent. Today, his squad is a masterpiece of depth and structure. David Raya commands from the back, Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba form the world's best defensive duo. Calafiori and Timber dominate the flanks. In midfield, Declan Rice, Zubimendi and Odegaard provide perfect equilibrium control, creativity and muscle. Up front, Bukayo Saka, Victor Gyökeres and Eberechi Eze have turned the Gunners from Europe's best defence into one of its deadliest attacking forces. The numbers tell their own story. 10 Premier League games, 8 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 18 goals scored, just 3 conceded, and a flawless Champions League run. Arsenal aren't just winning, they're dominating, dictating and dismantling everyone in their path. And at the centre of it all is Mikel Arteta, once dismissed as another Guardiola disciple, now standing tall as the best manager in world football. The mission that began in chaos is now approaching its final chapter, to win the Premier League, not by luck or momentum, but by design. Because after what he's built, after how he's transformed this club from doubt to dominance, you'll never look at Mikel Arteta the same way again. There are managers who win trophies, and then there are the rare few who rebuild entire institutions, those who don't just lift cups but reshape legacies. The kind of managers whose impact outlives their careers. Mikel Arteta, quietly and methodically, has entered that sacred category. Think of Sir Alex Ferguson, the man who took charge of Manchester United in 1986 when they were spiralling towards irrelevance, flirting with relegation, and transformed them into an empire. It took years of cleansing, restructuring, and patience, but what followed was 2 decades of dominance, 49 trophies, including 13 Premier League titles, 2 Champions Leagues, and the historic 1999 treble that made him Sir Alex. His reign didn't just bring success, it defined an era and reshaped English football itself.
Goals. Brown will get it in. Ronaldo!
Then came Jurgen Klopp, who inherited a Liverpool side haunted by its own shadow, nostalgic for the past, lost in transition. Under him, the club didn't just win again, it believed again. Through his relentless gegenpressing, man management, and identity building, Klopp transformed Liverpool into a modern powerhouse, delivering 8 major trophies, including the Premier League.
I will never forget this battle, never ever in my life. I've been my biggest rival for all my career, and it's an honor. I think everybody knows that club made me better manager and Liverpool made me better manager.
The Champions League and the FA Cup. He turned chaos into culture and despair into dominance. And of course, Pep Guardiola, the architect. Wherever he's gone, he hasn't just coached teams, he's rewired them. At Barcelona, he created perhaps the most beautiful football ever seen, winning 14 titles in 4 years, including 2 Champions Leagues and the first sextuple in history. At Manchester City, he constructed a dynasty that's rewritten the standards of modern football's 6 Premier League titles in 7 seasons.
We won, 6 Premier Leagues.
A treble and an identity built on total control. Pep didn't inherit greatness, he engineered it. Diego Simeone did the impossible with Atletico Madrid, taking a mid-table club and building a culture of resilience so strong it toppled both Real Madrid and Barcelona, winning 2 La Liga titles and reaching 2 Champions League finals.
Przed 16 Juan Fran. Wychodzi Casillas i piłka w siatce!
And Arrigo Sacchi, long before them, reshaped Italian football by teaching that football is played with the head, not just the feet, turning AC Milan into the model of tactical perfection. These names, Ferguson, Klopp, Guardiola, Simeone, Sacchi, represent more than success. They represent transformation. They inherited problems and left behind philosophies. And now, without fear of exaggeration, Mikel Arteta belongs among them. When he took over Arsenal in 2019, the club was fractured, a sleeping giant in desperate need of identity, leadership, and purpose. Over nearly 6 years, Arteta has rebuilt not just a squad, but a structure, transforming chaos into clarity. Tactical discipline, youth development, strategic recruitment, every piece has been placed with intent. He's not just winning matches, he's redefining what Arsenal is. What Mikel Arteta has achieved at Arsenal isn't just a rebuild, it's a footballing masterpiece in design and execution. Every layer of this team has been meticulously planned. And today, what makes Arsenal the ultimate contender to win everything is not luck, not momentum, but a tactical identity so refined that it borders on scientific precision. As Pep Guardiola once said,
is that a case of Mikel Arteta knowing you well?
No. Mikel knows everything. He's knowing me.
That insatiable curiosity has made his Arsenal a mirror image of his footballing mind, structured, intelligent and ruthlessly efficient. The tactical system is only as good as the players who execute it, and Arteta has spent 6 years building a squad perfectly tailored to his philosophy. Arteta's fingerprints are everywhere, from the recruitment strategy to the minute tactical details on the pitch. Working first alongside Edu, and now Andrea Berta, he has redefined how Arsenal approach transfers. Every signing fits a predefined role, leaving no room for ego or improvisation. Youth, adaptability and intelligence are non-negotiable traits. In 2021, Arsenal made a decisive shift. 6 players under 23 were signed, signalling a cultural reset toward long-term dominance. It wasn't about quick fixes, it was about constructing a dynasty. and that foundation is now bearing fruit. Line by line, Arteta has engineered a footballing machine. At the back, David Raya has become the silent commander, calm, composed, and methodical. His ball-playing skills allow Arsenal to control matches from the first touch, and his reflexes have made him nearly unbeatable. Raya has kept 7 clean sheets in 10 league matches, and if he continues at this rate, he could threaten Petr Cech's record of 24 clean sheets in a Premier League season, a record.
Rodgers, good ball in, opportunity, shot takes a deflection, it's the crossbar and the rebound, what a save!
That has stood for 21 years. But Raya's excellence is only possible because of the fortress in front of him. William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes are the pillars of that wall, a partnership built on trust, chemistry and time. They've played 126 matches together, more than any other duo since 2021, and that familiarity has bred perfection. Add Jurrien Timber and Ricardo Calafiori, and you have the most complete defensive unit in world football. Pace, power and positioning in perfect balance. Arsenal's defensive recruitment since 2019 reflects that obsession with detail. £235 million invested in building a backline that has not just depth, but quality in every position. With White, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Hincapié, Luis Skelly and Mosquera, Arteta has 2 elite players per role, ensuring the system never collapses under rotation or injury. In front of them, Martin Zubimendi has been the missing link, the £50 million pivot who turned defensive stability into orchestral control. His passing intelligence and aerial dominance, winning 71% of duels compared to Partey's 47%, have added a new rhythm to Arsenal's midfield. With Declan Rice's physicality and Odegaard's creativity, Arteta now has the perfect trinity: balance, precision and leadership. The result? Arsenal have conceded just 3 goals in 13 matches, numbers reminiscent of prime Mourinho-era Chelsea.
Lampard goes for goal! Oh!
And that's no coincidence. Arteta's men are on track to challenge that legendary 2004 to 2005 defensive record when Chelsea conceded only 15 goals all season. John Terry once said that record would never be broken. But if there's one team built to prove him wrong, it's this Arsenal. The organisation, the intensity, the chemistry, it's all there. Arteta hasn't just built a defence. He's built an ecosystem where every player understands the collective choreography. And in that choreography lies Arsenal's power, a structure so complete that even the smallest movement feels deliberate. If Arsenal's defence is the foundation of their dominance, their attack is the masterpiece that completes it, a multi-dimensional, unpredictable and fluid system that embodies Mikel Arteta's tactical genius. This season, the Gunners are no longer simply organised, they're explosive. They've found the perfect balance between structure and chaos, between precision and instinct. And the most striking proof of this is the fact that 11 different players have already scored for Arsenal this season. Every line of the team contributes, every movement feels rehearsed yet spontaneous, and that's what makes them terrifying to face. Arteta's offensive design thrives on positional interchange and collective intelligence, and it's driven by a group of players who complement each other perfectly. Take Declan Rice, for example, a player who, since joining in 2023, has evolved from a classic holding midfielder into a dynamic all-terrain engine. With Martin Zubimendi now anchoring the midfield, Rice has found the freedom to arrive in dangerous areas, contributing 4 assists and 2 goals this campaign. His goal against Burnley summed it up perfectly, reading the play, ghosting into the box and finishing with authority. Beyond that, Rice has become Arsenal's deadliest weapon on set pieces, responsible, directly or indirectly, for over 70% of the team's goals from corners since last season.
Declan Rice goes towards the far stick.
His deliveries are venomous, his timing immaculate, and his intelligence unmatched. Then there's Leandro Trossard, the quietly brilliant piece in Arteta's chessboard. With Martin Odegaard sidelined, The Belgian has been repurposed as a free-roaming creator, linking the lines and disorganising defences with his movement.
Trossard, facing up Ledesma, and finding Lewis Skelly as well. His ball into one area.
3 goals and 3 assists don't tell the full story. His presence opens channels for runners like Rice and Gyökeres, stretching opponents and keeping Arsenal's attack unpredictable. His chemistry with the midfield allows Arsenal to morph mid-match, switching effortlessly between structured possession and vertical chaos. Eberechi Eze, meanwhile, has added artistry and unpredictability. Initially used wide on the left, Eze has since been redeployed centrally, where his vision and dribbling make him a nightmare for defences. In just a few weeks, he's delivered 2 goals and 3 assists gliding between lines, combining with Gyökeres and Martinelli and creating constant overloads.
Eze. And Gyökeres!
Against Manchester City, his half-time introduction changed the match, entirely his assist to Martinelli, symbolising his ability to elevate the tempo and alter the game's geometry.
Eze clips it in behind. Opportunity here for Gabriel Martinelli. Lifted over Donnarumma!
Whether wide or central, Eze brings rhythm, flair and directness. And then, of course, Bukayo Saka, the heartbeat of Arsenal. The 23-year-old continues to evolve into a complete attacker, sharper, faster and more decisive than ever. With 4 goals already and over 100 goal contributions in the Premier League, Saka's influence extends beyond numbers. His leadership is palpable. His connection with Gyökeres and Eze has made Arsenal's right flank one of the most dangerous zones in world football.
Timber, Saka, chance! Goal! Arsenal leads!
He now roams freely, swapping wings, creating overloads, and dictating transitions with calm authority. But no name defines this new Arsenal attack more than Victor Gyökeres. The Swedish striker has brought what Arsenal had long been missing, a true number 9, capable of leading the line with aggression, intelligence and efficiency. 6 goals in 14 matches might not sound earth-shattering, but his impact goes far beyond scoring. Gyökeres is a constant disruptor. He ranks first in the Premier League for high pressures in the final third, and third for off-the-ball runs behind defensive lines. He stretches the pitch, wins fouls, links play, and creates space for those behind him.
Rice's delivery, it's a deeper one, and it's in! And it's Gyökeres who's turned it in from close range!
His goal against Burnley, followed by an assist to Rice, was a perfect demonstration of how his presence multiplies Arsenal's options.
He will. Defence to attack, here come Arsenal. Leandro Trossard.
This version of Arsenal attacks through every channel. They can play direct through Gyökeres, overload centrally through Eze, switch play to Saka, or build patiently from deep with Rice and Zubimendi. Every configuration Arteta deploys, whether it's Saka and Madueke on the right, Havertz and Gyökeres up front, or Martinelli drifting inside, gives the Gunners a new dimension. It's a constantly shifting puzzle that no opponent has managed to solve. Arteta's Arsenal are no longer predictable. They are adaptive, a team that can morph into whatever it needs to be to win. Against deep blocks, they suffocate you with movement. Against pressing sides, they slice you open in transition. And that's the scariest part. Arsenal don't just have a plan A or B. Under Arteta, they have infinity. Mikel Arteta hasn't just built a balanced squad, he's constructed a tactical monster. Every piece, every rotation, every movement feels like part of a grand design that's been meticulously refined over 6 relentless years. Arsenal are no longer a promising project. They're a complete machine, devastating in structure and terrifying in execution. Their dominance is not accidental, it's engineered. Nowhere is that clearer than in their set-piece supremacy. Arsenal have turned dead balls into a science, a weaponised system of precision and timing. Under the guidance of Nicolas Jova, they've become the best team in the world from set pieces.
Odegaard this time. Run in, and it's been headed home. And it's Gabriel with a towering header. And what an important goal that could turn out to be at this early stage of the Premier League title race.
Rival fans know it. The fear is palpable every time Declan Rice or Bukayo Saka step up to deliver. 10 games into the season, 8 goals from set pieces, a number no Premier League team in history has ever achieved in such a short span.
They were terrific in the defensively. They are magnificent, I have to say. Well, as a whole team, not just the two centre-backs get loaded with it, which they're right at 2. The goalkeeper's very decent. 2 full-backs are very, very good. I have to say Declan Rice in the middle of the pitch was terrific. I mean, there were...
Since Arteta took charge, the Gunners have scored 98 goals from set plays, excluding penalties, an unprecedented figure that defines just how methodical their evolution has been. The system works because the players do. Rice's pinpoint deliveries, Gabriel's aerial dominance,
On its way from the boot of Rice, there's Gabriel!
Rice with the ball in, it's 3. The Gunners showing a real appetite for destruction.
Gyökeres movement,
I think he's going to score 25 goals for Arsenal in all competitions.
Saliba's positioning.
Rice's corner and it's headed.
Every individual contribution amplifies the collective. Arsenal don't just threaten from corners and free kicks, they dictate fear from them. At this rate, they're projected to finish the campaign with 30 set-piece goals, which would be a record-breaking feat and a testament to the precision of Arteta's methods. But beyond tactics and statistics, what truly stands out is the continuity. Arteta has now entered the top 10 longest-serving managers in Arsenal's history, and yet it feels like he's just getting started. Every season has been a layer added to his masterpiece, first rebuilding the mentality, then reinforcing the structure, and now perfecting the art of domination. He's elevated the club back to global relevance, refined the players who believed, and fearlessly let go of those who didn't fit the vision. This is Arsenal at their most complete, a team with the best defence in Europe, one of the most fluid attacks in the world, and a tactical framework that turns every small detail into an advantage. For Arteta, the time for building is over. The hour of harvest has arrived. This is the season to collect the rewards of every risk, every lesson, every sleepless night. And if this trajectory holds, Arsenal aren't just contenders, they're the future champions of England, and perhaps of Europe.